What is up, everybody? This is my Superman and Lois Season 1, Episode 15, or the season finale review. It's entitled The Last Son of Kryptons, and yeah, like most episodes of the TV shows, sorry, I just hit my microphone. I don't know how I feel about this episode yet. It's been a day, actually, since the episode premiered. I was really busy, man. I came home from school and took a nap today, so that's why this video's coming out so late. I still haven't watched What If, and it's like 8:30, and I have a bunch of stuff to do, so let's stop talking about me. I'm sorry, but once this gets done and the intro rolls, we'll talk about the episode. So speaking of that intro, why don't we roll that intro? This episode picks up right where the last episode ended, and this episode, yeah, we have Steel, and the voice automated thing in his suit is telling him that it's not good because he's running out of power, and Leslie Lar says some stupid thing. Yeah, but then Clark and Lois talk, and Clark's like, yeah, I can't find him, Lois. It's just... And Lois is mad about that, so Clark has to go find him. I mean, Jordan, because, you know, he's been eradicated. So... I'm sorry. Yeah, the next scene we have the Cushings, and they go to, save Sam. And they save Sam, and even though they're not seeing eye to eye, that doesn't mean they're not gonna help him. I mean, like, of course they do, and, Lana checks on Jordan, and, yeah, Sarah's just like, why would Edge target, Jordan? And, I'm surprised Sarah didn't actually find out about, Jordan and Superman and everything, but yeah, Jordan, he's possessed by Zeta Rho now, and, he gives, orders to, like, Morgan Edge or something, and it's just, like, a really quick scene establishing where they are in the episode. But yeah, the next scene is a really cool scene with Lois, where she is so cool during the scene. She demands to, speak with Leslie Lar, and the guard's like, no, but she's like, oh, what are you gonna do, call my father? And she talks to Leslie Lar and, like, pushes her against the wall and everything. She's just so cool in this scene. And Lois Lane is really Elizabeth Tulloch. I've said this almost every review. She is just great as Lois, and, man. You know, because it's on the CW, this show is going to go at least 5 seasons, and those are going to be a great 5 seasons, man. Maybe, or I have this fear that Superman and Lois is going to be like The Flash, where it's going to be really good for the first, like, 4 seasons, and then just, like, drop off. But yeah, so now Lana is basically the Martha Kent of Smallville, so she reunites everybody and has them listen to Sam, and they're still mad, and they're just like, okay, you guys haven't left, but it said Superman took down the people in Metropolis. You guys didn't get Morgan Edge, did you? And he's just like, yeah, we didn't. And you know who appears? Morgan Edge. So, bum, 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 yeah. We have this scene between Clark found Jordan, and, it's just a really good scene between two where they talk, and, during the middle of Jordan talking, it's just like a switch. Like, this dude, Alex Garfin's, like, he's a good actor, man. You see the amount of emotion he puts in the episode. All these actors are really good. I think they need to give Jonathan more stuff so that actor can shine, but it was just, like, a really clear switch, and he portrays this evil dude kind of good. Well, I wish we had more time with the episode. I just want to say one thing. Superman Lois, you can really tell that it was, in fact, it was impacted by, I'd say the weakest points of the season were the 12 and 13, those 2 episodes, because you can tell that those were the episodes where they were like, oh crap, we got, upgraded to a 15 episode season, but, we only had 13 episodes planned out, so those are really slow episodes in filler. It feels like the story would have flowed better if, it went like, a brief reminiscence between cataclysmic events, which is episode 11, then the Eradicator, and then, Last Sons of Krypton. But I guess we got more episodes Superman and Lois, so that's better. And, yeah, but back in Smallville, we have Morgan Edge, and he is, he's just, like, blocking all the gunfire and stuff, and Lois reunites with, Jonathan, and she's like, don't worry, John's on his way. And John Henry Irons comes in, he throws his hammer, but it does nothing, because Morgan Edge, he has the protective bubble, so they don't know how they're gonna get through, and that's something Clark was talking about earlier, and I was just like, this is a universe where the Justice League exists. I know they're not gonna pay all the actors, but that you could have just called them, like Black Lightning in season 4. They had him call Barry because they needed someone from Star Labs. There was just like a flash of lightning, and that's all. They didn't even pay Grant Gustin to get on the other phone. It's just that easy. They could have done like the Arrow thing, but I don't know why they're like trying to disconnect this from the Arrowverse. Like, Diggle appeared this episode. He mentioned Oliver a couple episodes ago. Like, I don't know why they're trying to disconnect this from the Arrowverse, but yeah, eventually Steel and Superman reunite, and they gotta go to the mines after Morgan Edge found a cave full of gold kryptonite. Or I don't think it's gold kryptonite anymore, because gold K in Smallville, it just permanently took away your powers, while this kryptonite gives you powers. Yeah, they fight these soldiers that have been eradicated, and yeah, we get to see Superman's dumpy, and yeah, I don't know, man, but Steel, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Steel throws his hammer, and it hits Jordan, and he grabs Jordan before they can go away, so their plan will work, and of course he grabs Jordan and flies him to the barn, and it's like, okay, you gotta do your plan, because this isn't gonna work for very long. So, Lois comes up with her plan, and, she's just ready, man. She puts the stuff on Jordan, but, Jonathan gives her some reassurance that, like, yeah, what you do is right. You're not doing anything wrong. You're gonna save my brother and stuff. So, that's what he does, and Lois gets the head, band thing on. So, yeah, she goes into Morgan Edge's mind and sees the, like, his memories, and I think when she saw this, she could have felt sorry, man, because I kind of feel sorry for what Morgan Edge went through. It's not human. I know he's not human, but you know what I mean. But back in Smallville, since the thing's happening, there's these awesome shots of, yeah, there's this awesome shot. It looks like something out of a movie. The CGI in the show's so good. But, yeah. Chaos is just happening right now in National City. And, not National City, I'm sorry. Stargirl starts in a little while. I'm still, like, trying to get the hang of everything. But, yeah. Sarah's dad, Kyle, sees this person in the burning building, and Sarah's like, what are you doing? And Lana's like, he's doing his job, man, because, you know, he's a firefighter, and that's super heroic of him, man. I know, like, we saw him save that dude earlier this season. That was, like, a while ago. So, yeah, Lois is in Morgan Edge's mind, and she, immediately, like, there's no way. there's no reason to hide it. She gets noticed by Morgan Edge's dad, and it's like, you're never gonna find him. He's really deep in his subconscious. So she just completely, really ignores him. And outside in the world, Jonathan talks to Jordan, and Jordan wakes up, or he thinks it's Jordan, but in reality, it's Zeta Rho, and Zeta Rho makes that really clear right away. And Jordan and him talk real quick before Jordan blasts him with the gun by Kilgrave. And yeah, I know I got a little ahead of myself right there, but what do you expect, man? I didn't see what photo was coming next, but in the diner, they all go in the diner in Smallville because it's not safe outside, of course. And trying to think, sorry. The building that Kyle was in kind of blew up Lana and Sarah both. Sarah was kind of like, no, but he obviously survives. And Jordan kind of or Zeta Rho, he's gonna like hurt Jordan or something, but Jordan blasts him with Kilgore's blaster, like I said he did, and then but that just only delays it, because eventually, yeah, Zeta Rho gets a hold of Jonathan, and I really wish this is where we would have explored, like, does Jonathan have powers? This would be a great way to unveil them, and if it is in the future seasons, like, I think that would have been a missed opportunity here if he does have powers eventually in the show. But yeah, Zeta Rho kind of talks to Lois and like, oh, you'll never find him, but she goes in Jordan's, she kind of talks to Jordan in the old house from Metropolis, and there, it's the scene from episode 1 that was in the flashback, where Jordan is having a meltdown, and Lois goes to comfort him. It's even Clark and Jonathan, the same outfit and everything. And yeah, I just love seeing this, and it's something that, like, I don't think a lot of people recognize that we've already seen this scene before. And I recognized it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, the way that they're tying this in and everything. And we have this amazing speech with Jonathan and with Jordan, and it's just a really good speech, man. But back in the real world, Jonathan tells Jordan that he loves him, and as like a brother, and that snaps him out of Zeta Rho's thing, and they reunite. And Jordan, I don't think we're talking about how Jordan stays flying. He doesn't just drop out the sky, so I don't know if Jordan can fly now or something. He doesn't have great control of his powers, we know that. But yeah, they hug, and the family reunites besides Superman. So yeah, Superman's taking care of the soldiers though, and he does. And so him and John Henry Irons, him and John's plan are coming to a reality when John's suit keeps telling him, dude, we don't have enough air for you to be in space, man. You need to, like, stop, man. And John's like, no, we gotta do this, and he throws the hammer, and he hits Morgan Edge, man, when Superman pins him down, and it's just like, he did it. And after he does it, he just kind of, like, falls out of space. And yeah. Yeah. There are just some really cool shots in this episode too. I just want to say that by itself. This shot's really cool. And then this shot of Steel falling to Earth. I mean, Tom Cavanaugh, Reverse Flash himself, did direct this episode, and I don't know. Really enjoyed this episode, man. We have this Tony Stark-esque shot of when he fell back to Earth in Avengers 1, from when Steel falls back to Earth, and I don't know, I just, I like the parallels in this, and yeah, it's just a really cool scene. And then they come down, and Morgan Edge has been defeated. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm still talking, but Morgan Edge just says he wanted a family, and Superman says you had one. I was fully ready to be your brother. You just didn't take advantage of that and everything. So then we have like a week later time jump to where it's like an epilogue, and there's a barbecue at Lana's house, and yeah, we have this scene between Lana and Clark, and it's just like the end of everything that has been like bothering them throughout the season, and they're really good friends. And it ends with the joke again, like, you know, I'm not gonna leave Smallville. I met my best friend here, and it's just a really nice moment, man. And I really want to see what happened in the past between these two, but we get this awesome scene calling back to the pilot where Jonathan is playing Injustice 2 with his football friends. And does this mean, like, or is Superman just an add-on in a Mortal Kombat game? Because we could just say this, but, like, do they have Batman in that game? Or, like, is Grant Gustin's Flash in that game? It's just some interesting stuff to think about, really. And then, that girl that Jordan was talking to, I don't remember her name, but she got redemption last episode, and she's from Central City. Yeah, she appears, and we don't get some with that, but we get a hint to what, like, Jonathan's gonna go talk to her and stuff. So then we have a talk between Chrissy and Lois, and Lois offers to buy the paper so that her and Chrissy can start their own paper and be a non-biased and report whatever they want to, because they will be the bosses and they don't need to fact check it at all, and they can actually tell the news, the real stuff, instead of what, like, the Daily Planet would mandate or something. And it's just a little, it's a happy ending for them both, like, yeah. And they hug, and then we have Sam and John Henry Irons talking, and man, I wouldn't believe you if you told me in episode 1 that this dude would be John Henry Irons, by the way, or that him and Sam Lane, the director of the DEO, would get along so well. And Sam says he's retiring from the DEO, which I guess sets up season 2, because we'll need a new one. And I'm just guessing they're not gonna like Superman, and that's, or what Superman's doing, or John Henry Irons, and that's gonna be a theme for season 2. I don't know. Come back here in like January when season 2 comes out. I want to see if that's correct. Today we got the announcement that season 2 is starting to film in September, late September. So yeah, but John Henry Irons and Lois talk, and John's like, I'm sorry, Lois. Like, after I've known you for about a month or two, I still just see my wife when I look at you, and it's really hard. I'm gonna go talk to my sister and leave, but then, oh my god, I'm not even really with, where we are. We have a talk between Jordan and Sarah, and it's just a nice moment, between them. And then we have the real final scene where, they go out and bury Jor-El, and this is it's not like amazing, because they didn't do a great job of like personalizing Jor-El. No show ever like makes you feel for Jor-El. Not even Man of Steel, man. And I like that movie. I rank it of all DCEU movies. It'll be down below if you're interested. But I think it's a pretty valid list personally. And yeah, they bury Jor-El's crystal, because that's what the memory of Jor-El was in. So, yeah, Clark buries it, and he gives a little speech, and it's a great speech, man, about what, basically, his father meant to him and stuff. Even though he never really got to know him in the flesh, it was just, like, if you timeline it, man, Clark spent 10 years in the fortress away from everybody, and that's why in episode 11 he said he was watching, Steinfeld reruns, because he wasn't around in Earth, or in the public when Steinfeld was on. But, the final scene, I keep saying the final scene, but Clark, Lois, John, Henry Irons talk when something enters the Earth's atmosphere out of nowhere. Clark spies on it, and it's a ship craft. It's a ship, or just like a pod. And I thought this was like another Kryptonian pod, and I was like, wait, are they actually doing parallels to Superman's spin-off, Supergirl, where a pod lands at the end, and it's like a big parallel. So this pod lands, and you know who walks out? Natalie Irons walks out. John Henry Irons' daughter. I was like, holy crap. If this means that this is here, does that mean that other people from that Earth can come over? And I'm honestly saying, if Superman and Lois was more connected, I'd say that this is the way that they reintroduce the multiverse to the Earth Prime, because we already know that Superman knows that the multiverse still exists, but now he needs to tell people, like, the Flash, and like, if Diggle found out that John Henry Irons was from another Earth in episode 13, why didn't Diggle, like, call up the Flash? Because you saw his face. He was like, wait, what? I thought the multiverse didn't exist anymore. All the verse sacrifice made it. And it's just a little continuity error. I hate how Superman and Lois doesn't connect to the Arrowverse, but I also love the show. It was so good. This episode was really good too. And yeah, I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, if you've been following me from day one or any time in season 1 or any time I post a review and you watch it, I just want to say thank you. And I'm basically done talking, so please give the video a like, subscribe, good on description, do everything. And yeah, I just want to wish you a wonderful day. We have What If review coming out tomorrow. So goodbye, stay safe, and goodbye.